welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Gem and let's get to it. So today we are diving on into the How Well Do I Know Your Book Challenge, which is going through coordinates on your bookshelves to find certain books and then seeing how well you know them. So let's get into it. Number one in this challenge is find the book on your shelf and without looking, tell us what the book is about. So looking at my first coordinates, I have 329. So we are going to find that book on the shelf. Number 29, we have Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Now, I have not read this book, but I have seen the TV show, so I can tell you it is about an angel and a devil, and they get into some serious trouble, and that is pretty much all I can tell you about this book because I don't know anything more about it. But let's have a read of the description. People have been predicting the end of the world from its very beginning, so it's only natural to be skeptical when a new date is set for Judgment Day. But what if, for once, the predictions are right, and the apocalypse really is due to arrive next Saturday, just after tea? You could spend the time left drowning in your sorrows, giving away all possessions in preparation for the rapture, or laugh it off, hopefully, just as another hoax. So I guess it is a little bit different in aspect that is about the apocalypse. I totally forgot about that being part of the story. I was too wrapped up in the romance of it all. But yes, I am stupid. I have a bad feeling that this challenge is going to prove how much I don't know my books, and I don't like that. Number 2 is, without looking at the book, at the coordinates, what genre is it? So we have 727. This was the book at my coordinates, 727, and this is Where the World Ends by Amy Zhang. Now, I've not read this one. I have read Falling Into Place, which was contemporary, and I'm going to guess that it's contemporary young adult. Let me read the back to prove my point. Janie and Micah, Micah and Janie, that's how it's been since they were children, and Janie Vivian moved next door. Janie says Micah is everything she's not. Where Micah is shy, Janie is outgoing. Where Micah loves music, Janie loves art. It's the perfect friendship, so long as no one finds out about it. Let me do some Googling. Okay, so it is young adult, contemporary, fiction, realistic fiction, romance, mystery, mental health, audiobook, young adult, you know what I'm going with? This is Goodreads. I don't know if you can see it because my face is the only thing in focus at the moment. Please, camera. But it says, you can look, just look on Goodreads. It says genres. I was correct. Number 3, without looking at the book at your coordinate, tell us what is on the front cover. So I will try my best not to look at the cover. So we have coordinate 29. I have a Harry Potter book. I have Quidditch Throughout the Ages, and I'm gonna guess that there is broomsticks and potentially a snitch on the front cover. Just a snitch. I'm not sure if that counts. Number 4 in this challenge is, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? So we've got number 4 and 6. We have Predator's Gold, and I know that Hester Shaw is in it. I don't believe she is the main character. I think the main character's name is, I want to say Tom or Thomas. Let's have a look. And I think I was correct. I've not read this one. I've read the first one. Welcome to my shame tag also. And just for proof to back up my things, Hester Shaw and Tom both did pop up. I know I said Thomas, but I also did say Tom, so. Number 5 in this tag is, without looking at the book at your coordinate, is what is the name of the side character, and we have 131. So let's grab that book. So at that coordinate we have The Legend of Korra Turf Wars Part 3. Not that you can see, but all my comics are up there, so That's how we got to 31 and it's this one. I am gonna guess the side characters, literally anyone but Cora. So we're gonna go with the main ones that I believe would be, that are on the front cover. We have Asami, we have Mako, we have Bolin, we have Tenzin and his family, and then we also have, why am I blanking on her name? Toph's daughter, what the hell? Why am I blanking on her name? Why? I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing.
One nap later.
Lin Beifong. Why am I dumb? I feel like I shouldn't get anything for that. I'm a bad fan. Bad Avatar fan. Number 6 in this challenge is, without looking at, tell us how many pages are in that book. Now, it's a 25-degree gap, so if you are 25 after the number or 25 below the number, then you can count it as a win. So let's go. So we've got 5. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's my favorite series. I've not read this one either. I've read the first one and then I didn't get past that. So we have Emerald of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. And it looks fairly big. I didn't see anything just then when I did that, just for clarification. So I'm gonna guess average book is like 300 pages, right? I'm gonna guess, it almost looks double that. I'm gonna guess 620. Okay. We have 688. 620 is what I said, plus 625 is 645. I'm still under. I'm pretty proud of myself for even guessing near that, though. Like, I should have guessed 700. That would have been closer. I don't know. I'm not good at maths. Let's not talk about maths on this channel. We're not good at it. We're not going to try to be. Number 7 in this tag is, without looking it up, what rating did you give the book on Goodreads? And if you pick up a book that you have not read, just go to the closest on the shelf to the one that you have. So let's go. So we have number 7, we have row 5 again and row 25. It is Tales from the Outer Suburbs by Sean Tan. If you don't know, I love Sean Tan. So it's either going to be 4 or 5. I really want to lean towards 4 because I know that I didn't like it as much as I love like his others, because this one is like more of a short like picture novella, I would say. I'm gonna guess 5 because that seems right, even though my brain is telling me 4. I'm gonna guess 5, but let's look it up to be sure. Well, we're gonna have to look it up anyway because we need clarification. So Tales from, oh god, let's spell from right, from outer suburbia, not suburbs. This is why you listen to the smart side of your brain. It is 5 stars for, I said 5, right? I'm pretty sure I said 5. I wanted to go with 4, but I ended up saying 5 because Sean Tan. Automatic 5 star. Number 8 in this challenge is, without looking, tell us where the book is set. Sorry, it says tell us where the book takes place, but essentially the same thing. So let's go with 4 and number 1, the book from my other favorite series. So this is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I clearly, when I was mapping this out with random numbers, decided I love Sarah J. Maas when I've read actually no, I've read 2 of her books. That's a lie. How dare you lie on camera? I don't remember the name, but it's set in a magical world. It starts with an A, maybe. Starts with an E, but it has an A in it. So I'm taking it as a win. I'm kidding. Elralia. I couldn't tell you. Number 9 in this challenge is, without looking at the book at your coordinate, tell us what the parents' names are. So this will be interesting because these are all fantasy books along here, and I'm not sure that the main characters in them necessarily mention parents, so we'll see. So this one is 418. Well, it'll be bad if I don't get this. I don't know whose parents I'm meant to mention in this. I quite literally don't know. I know that Caspian's dad was also called Caspian, but that's about it. I don't know. Number 10, without looking at the hardback cover, what is the color on the other side of the skin? The undersheet. Sorry, I don't know what to say. So we're gonna go along the shelf, and the closest that we get to a hardback cover, we will yeet that book off the shelf. This was not at the coordinate, but it was the one that, it was a hardback cover closest to the book. So we have The Lie Tree. I have not got any clue what color this is. I'm gonna guess it's black because the rest of the book is black. I do believe the inside cover sheet is blue, so we're gonna have a look. I was right. So this is a little bit tricky because it's actually attached, but you can see you can see that it's black on the inside. So I was right for once. Number 11 in this tag is, without looking, is there an imprint on the hardback cover? So we are at number 1, number 16, but we will see what the closest hardback cover is. Now, it wasn't number 16, but it was this one. I'm trying to remember. Oh, right. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Sorry, forgot to mention it. We don't like this character. I hate him a little bit. Love his sister. Actually, I don't hate him. I just don't like him in his own book. He's perfectly fine in Felicity's. Anyway, I believe there is an imprint. I think it might be this. So let's check. That's so depressing, that being wrong, because it was on the side. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It's just showing what poor memory I have. It's not fun. Number 12 in this tag is, without looking at the hardback cover, what color is the front on the inside? So not on the dust cover thing. So we are at coordinates 522, but we will see which hardback cover is the closest. Right, this was the closest book. It is called Lost Gods. I have not read it. I've owned it for many a year. And yeah, I've got no idea what the font color is. I'm gonna guess some sort of gold because it's gods. Well, I was right. It's not on the front cover, it's on the side, but I'm gonna count as a win anyway because I've never read this book. But also, like, how pretty is that without the cover on it? Number 13 in this challenge is, without looking at the book, do the chapters have names or are they just numbers? So we've got number 3, we got number 19, so let's go. Ooh. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've forgotten what number I'm counting to. What number am I counting to? 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So the reason why I screamed is because all my Percy Jackson books are along here. And if you're a die-hard fan, you know why I screamed, because I was going to get it right. But we have this one. I've not read it. I've read the first one. And I actually do believe the chapters might be named and numbered. So let's just open them all up. Yep, chapter 18, Pirate's Booty. Hell yeah, I actually read, guys. I actually know something for once. Number 14 in this challenge is, without looking at the book at your coordinate, does it have an award on the front of it? Ooh. 12. Okay, I'm trying not to look at this book. We have Twilight, and I believe it's Life and Death or something. I don't know. And I want to say it's got an award on it. It does not. I think I was thrown off by this. And that has nothing on that side too, so that's equally as disappointing. I'm sorry, I'm just not a twihard or whatever their fans are called. Number 15 is, without looking at the book at your coordinate, does this book have a blurb on the front of it, like from a different author, or like, you know, a praise or something? So we've got row number 7 and book 34. This is the book that we have, The Art of Spiral. And no, I didn't look at the front cover, I looked at this, if you want to know. And I don't believe it has anything. And I was right. Those are just the authors, okay? I was right. Number 16 in this tag is, without looking, does this book have a blurb on the back? Now, as you might know, not a lot of books do have blurbs on the back these days. I sound like an old lady. That's why they call me Grandma. We have row 7, book number 15. The book we have here is Someone to Love by Melissa de la Cruz. And I do actually believe this one has a blurb on the back, because this is an author I've not really read that much before. And I remember reading the back of this one. So, there's your blurb. Number 17, without looking at the book, does this book have a photo of the author inside of it? So let's go. So we've got number 2, book 31. So we have here Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm gonna say there is, because I believe that the illustrator is in here. That's just upsetting. That's extra upsetting. I'm just a big dumb, okay? I don't know books. Number 18 in this tag is, without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? We shall find out. So we have row 4, book number 10. So we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander. Technically it's written by J.K. Rowling. I'm not sure what people would say. So let's Google it. Also, before we jump onto Google, I said this was written by J.K. Rowling. Newt Scamander's not really a person, so let's see what happens when I type in who wrote Fantastic Beasts. J.K. Rowling. just to confirm, like, Newt Scamander's not a pen name, he's a character. I'm sure there's people out there that want to fight me on that. You're more than welcome to. I don't know. Number 19 in this tag is, without peeking at the book, what perspective is it written in, first or third? So we have row 1, book 26. So we actually have Lumberjanes. Like I said before, that top shelf is my comic book shelf. So we have Lumberjanes here. And I believe it's written in third person, if you wanted to argue that, because there's not really I used much in it. It's from all the characters' perspective. We can go through it. I'm pretty sure I would say that is third person, as it's different characters speaking. I'm not sure what you would argue, but we can look it up. In general, comic sequences is always in a present tense and is always from an omniscient point of view. I don't know. Yeah. Number 20 in this tag is, without looking, are there any graphics within this book? Let's look. We have row 3, book number 40. Okay, we're bringing the whole thing out because I can't get the book out. It was this one. Game of Thrones, and it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but like... Oh my god. Why is this thing fighting me? After much fighting against the box, we have this out. So it is a big fat no. I think the closest thing you could get is probably the map, but I don't believe that counts. I think they're talking about little pictures within with the text, like in more modern day books, there's like little text message bubbles and that sort of stuff. And I think the closest thing that you could come to graphics is this, but I'm not sure that necessarily counts either, so I'm gonna take that as a win. Number 21 in this tag is without looking at the book at your coordinates, does it have an epilogue? So we have row number 6, and that is book 21. So we have this book called Flawed. I have not read it. I would not know. I'm gonna guess that it doesn't have one. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna say no. It doesn't have a prologue, and I feel like if things have prologues, they generally have epilogues too. The only thing that is throwing me is that it's this page and nothing's said above it. All the other pages seem to have people's names, so I'm guessing that is an epilogue of some sort, which hurts. Number 22 in this bookish challenge is without looking, does the book have a prologue? I'm not sure why we did epilogue first, but we're doing prologue now. So we've got row number 2, book 23. It's a screenplay, so I don't believe so. There's an opening scene, but I'm not going to count that as prologue, right? Let's see what it says. No, it just says scene 1, and I'm guessing that's chapter 1 in most people's minds. Number 23, without looking, is the book signed. So we've got row number 4, book 27. Here it is, Eric by Sean Tan, and it is absolutely not signed. I would know. I would know if a book like this was signed. 'Tis not. Number 24, without looking at the book at your coordinate, does it have a little design next to the numbers? So it is also located on shelf number 4, and it is book 23. And it does not have any numbers on the pages, I don't think. It does not. So we'll find a book that does. We'll just yeet back in here, inside the cupboard, to Narnia, which I think may have, since this is an illustrated version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Let's have a look. I'm gonna count it. There's little dashes beside the number. I'm gonna count it as a design. Number 25, without looking at the book at your coordinates, do they have little designs by the chapter headings? And we are going to row 3, book 8. We have one of the best Percy Jackson books. And I say it because all the Percy Jackson books are great. So we have Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse. And I think there are also named chapters, and I think there is a little sigil beside them. So we shall have a look. Oh God, let me find a chapter first. Damn, there is not. I've made a terrible mistake. I am the worst Percy Jackson fan of all time. You've heard it here first, folks. I'm actually massively disappointed in myself just then. Number 26. Without looking, does the book have acknowledgements in the front or the back of it? So we've got row number 6. I forgot to check what book. Book 10. Wouldn't you know, I got the one book on that shelf I haven't read. Being Miss Nobody. It's my life. Oh my God. Is this an autobiography? Okay, I believe most acknowledgements are in the back, so I'm gonna guess with the back. Acknowledgements. Woohoo! Haven't even read the book. But most acknowledgements are in the front. Most acknowledgements are in the back. I think it's pretty rare for them to be in the front, but it starts with a prologue, so you can know that the acknowledgements are in the back of the book. Number 27 in this tag is without looking at the book at your coordinates. What year was it published? So we are going with the first shelf, book number 50, I'm gonna say, because there's comic books all up there. Finally, a book I've read! This is gonna be hard because I actually don't remember. It's definitely recent. I wanna say 2019 or potentially 2020. I know it's 2 years, but like, let me have a go. 2020! Come on, you gotta give me that one, please, please, I need the points. And the last question in this tag is, what year did you read the book without looking it up? So we're just gonna go around the shelf and see which book that is closest to the coordinates, because there's quite a few books on these shelves that I have not read. So we have row number 6, book 30. I have to remember books that I've like uploaded onto like Goodreads saying I've read and what year. So the first book closest to the coordinate was Everything Everything. And I want to say it was 2019. I read that book. Bear with me while I look it up. How do I look at previous reading? Oh, past challenges. Okay, 2019 is when we're guessing. I read this book, so let's have a mosey on there. Oh, it was! It was! It's right there, and you can't even see it because it's blurred. 2019 reading challenge, and there it is. Everything, everything. Anyway, guys, that is all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.